Hey, what's going on, Patriots? Patriots, all the rest of you bastards, fucktards and retards and trolls and dipshits and all the rest of yous. Now, here's a subject that I haven't seen a whole lot on. Executive Order 12425. What exactly is Executive 12425? Well, it grants diplomatic immunity to Interpol. Why is that important? Well, first let's discuss a little bit about diplomatic immunity, the legal aspects. Okay, there's a lot of some contrary belief as far as just because somebody has diplomatic immunity, they can, flash a badge and say, I got diplomatic immunity, you can't even issue me a parking ticket. Well, that's horseshit because everybody that has diplomatic immunity can be issued a traffic citation, and I am citing from the U.S. Department of State website at www.state.gov/m/ds/immunities/C9127.htm. So I may be a little too lazy to put that in the sidebar, but maybe I will, maybe I won't, I don't know. Anyway, they got a nice little chart there. Talks about, as far as, the diplomatic, consulars, and international organizations. They got 3 different sections there. Diplomatic agents cannot be arrested or detained. You cannot enter their residence subject to ordinary procedures. You can't subpoena them as a witness. They can't be prosecuted. And a bunch of other crap. But see, we're not necessarily talking about a diplomatic agent at this time. What we're worried about is an international organization. All right, international organizations can be, oh, shut up, dog. They can be arrested and detained. Their premises can be entered. They can't be subpoenaed or prosecuted for official acts, but in all other cases they can be subpoenaed and prosecuted. Well, Interpol is an international organization. Although they can be arrested and detained and their premises is subject to search, there's also a small little loophole here. A small number of senior officers are entitled to be treated identically to diplomatic agents. Now, we just read to you diplomatic agents. They can't be arrested or detained. Their premises can't be searched. Now, also, a member of the administrative or technical staff of the diplomatic agent himself also has the same immunities. Why is that important? Well, I'm sure I'll draw all this in together for you. So there you go. So, some very brief, simplified diplomatic immunity 101 for you. Now let's look at Interpol. Interpol is basically International Criminal Police Organization. Interpol, International Police. There you go. Yeah, come on. Basically, being that it's international police, we are a participating member in Interpol. The U.S. Department of Justice is where the National Central Bureau resides. So basically, DOJ, U.S. or the U.S. National Central Bureau is one and the same. Matter of fact, your good old Attorney General appoints the director of the Central Bureau, National Central Bureau of Interpol. Now, let's take a look at some of the Interpol organizations itself. So it's housed in the Department of Justice. Damn it. Hey, let me call you back. All right. All right. Man, a whole bunch of shit going on here. All right. Department of Justice. Well, what all falls under the Department of Justice? Well, shit, let's look over here. United States DOJ, Department of Justice. let's take out the organization. You got the Office of the Attorney General, Deputy Attorney General, Associate Attorney General, and the Solicitor General. Your divisions are antitrust, civil, civil rights, criminal, environmental, and natural resources, justice management, national security, and tax division. Their law enforcement agencies include Bureau of, well, basically the ATF, BATFE, DEA, FBI, Federal Bureau of Prisons, National Institute of Corrections, U.S. Marshals, Office of the Inspector General, and let's see here, offices, let's see here, Immigration Review, U.S. Attorneys, United States Trustee, Attorney Recruitment and Management, Chief Information Officer, Dispute Resolution, Federal Detention Trustee, Immigration Litigation, Information and Privacy, Intelligence Policy and Review, Intergovernmental and Public Liaison, Office of Justice Programs. They have a Bureau of Justice Assistance, Justice Statistics, I don't know, the list is this fucking long, people. Basically, all kinds of shit. And those are essentially Interpol organizations. Now, if you want to look at it, say your regular officer on the street, since Interpol has granted immunity, your ground pounders out here on the street in uniform are agents of Interpol, whether they know it or not. Okay, now I would assume that just the agents there, say high-level executives of Interpol, are considered diplomatic agents. I would say your regular Joes on the street are probably service staff, which their diplomatic immunity is really nothing. But some of your upper-level guys, I would assume, are members of administrative and technical staff, which I guess officers could be technical staff as well as administrative staff. You figure that one out. So basically, does that mean that some officer can come up and separate your ribs and send you to the hospital and they have diplomatic immunity? Because high-level executives of Interpol could be considered diplomatic agents, and your officer on the street is tied to Interpol through the Department of Justice, being that the DOJ is the National Central Bureau, the director of that being appointed by the Attorney General. Right now, that'd be Eric Holder. Sounds to me like they would be considered technical staff. So I guess they would be getting diplomatic immunities. Now let's talk a little bit about some of the Interpol itself. The Secretary General is Robert Noble. He was the Undersecretary for Enforcement for guess who? Department of Treasury. He was dubbed the Enforcer. He was directly in charge of the ATF, Secret Service, Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, Office of Foreign Assets Control, Financial Crimes Enforcement Network, and, he was the head of the Waco Administrative Review Team. This is the guy leading up Interpol. We all know what happened at Waco. Now, let's see here. National Central Bureau of, it's housed DOJ. I already covered that. And, of course, the DOJ is led by Eric Holder, which is the same douchebag. Well, you know what? A lot of people, we know about Eric Holder. Douchebag. Fucktard supreme. But did you know that Ronald Reagan, in all his glory, actually appointed Eric Holder to the bench of the D.C. Superior Court? So even your heroes have their flaws, people. But so we got this Treasury agent that's actually leading that. Now let's kind of Goldman Sachs, Rothschilds, Rockefellers, Bernanke, all these people are all tied in together. So I guess what I'm trying to say here is, looks like you got a bunch of crooks running the Interpol, which is no surprise. Since they get diplomatic immunity, and it's housed in the Department of Justice, well, essentially so does the DOJ, and all the subsidiaries of DOJ, administrative and technical staff. And I guess, hell, even your officer on the street. There should be a little more stink made about this. This was Executive Order 12425. It would behoove you to pay a little attention to this and ask why. Why would a police force need diplomatic immunity? Completely unnecessary. Unless, of course, they were going to be breaking the laws. Y'all have a good one.